Oh, hello there, Kazuha. I didn't see you coming up from behind me. Would you care to join me tonight? The weather is very cooling. Sitting here admiring the scenery would be the perfect way to end the day. Though, perhaps it's a little too cooling. Here, let me lend you my scarf. Oh, I'll be fine without it. I'm already dressed in many layers, so I'll be able to keep very warm. Thank you for your concern, though. Nothing. You just look quite cute in my scarf. Sorry, I hope that's not too weird to say. My honest thoughts. Can you hear that? The wind is whispering about changes in the trajectory of our lives. No? Perhaps it's just me then. Speaking of which, Kaze, there's something we must talk about. It's been on my mind for a while now, and I suppose now is better than later. Otherwise, I might end up feeling the time is not right again, and then tomorrow I'll be anxious all over, knowing this conversation hasn't been had. I digress. The thing I wanted to talk to you about, it's your... I don't... Now that you're staring at me, this becomes really difficult. I'm afraid I've lost all the words I neatly rehearsed in my head. It's getting colder and colder by the minute, and the sun is almost down. Can we go inside for a bit? Hey, don't look so nervous. Yes, it's serious, but I'm here with you, okay? It's going to be alright. You trust me, don't you? It's just me, after all. You're Kazuha. Okay. Thank you. So, I've already washed the dishes from our meal this afternoon. But while I was doing so, I noticed that, well, your plate was empty, but the bin was full. You know what I mean, right? You don't have to feel guilty about anything. I don't take it as an affront to my cooking. I'm just concerned about the way you've been acting. Today you kind of let your guard down. The last few days, you've been doing much worse things, like hiding bags full of mealtime food in cabinets and sneaking outside to throw them out at 4 a.m. Otherwise, you try to feed them to Little White when you think I'm distracted. Kaze, I can hear and sense things happening around me very well. You should know that. You didn't hear me mention it, so you thought I didn't notice? But even if I didn't, you know what you're doing is terrible for you, right? And that over time, I would notice no matter what. You're anxious all the time, too, worrying that I'm too keen of sense and that I'll have to confront you just like this. Well, I'm confronting you now, but I don't want it to feel that way. And I know you feel humiliated and you don't want to change what you're doing now, but that's not gonna work out. I care too much about you to let you go down this path. I've been here before, too. Not exactly the same. It's never exactly the same for any two people. But for a while after Tomo's death, I really struggled to feel anything at all. It was like I could move and breathe and see, but everything was dulled. And when things are grey and hazy, it's difficult to get any amount of meaningful nourishment. After some time on the Alcor, Captain Beidou had a conversation like this with me too. She was not exactly as gentle. A pirate's way about everything, and I got a slap on the back to end the conversation. But for all intents and purposes, she snapped me out of my reverie, and with her companionship, I slowly did get better. So, just like she was there to help me recover, I want to be here for you, too. Someone made you feel like you weren't thin enough or ideal enough. I don't want you to feel that way. Being chubby isn't a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're lazy or ugly or anything like that. Society tends to tape those traits together, but the truth is, it doesn't matter how others see you. At the end, they're just projecting their own insecurities upon you. Don't give in to how they make you feel, Kaze. Give in to me instead. I want you to feel like you. As long as you're keeping healthy, you shouldn't feel the need to squeeze yourself into one of those ideal boxes. And with all of those walks we take, and all those naps on rocks we have, I'm sure you're very healthy, Kaze. Certainly a lot healthier than you were before we started hanging out together, when you were working yourself to the bone. Having said all that, I don't expect you to suddenly get better, okay? Just bit by bit, I hope you can return to your normal self and munch away happily with me, with no worries. Eating doesn't make you any less of a person. Being bigger doesn't mean you're a slob. It's sad that I even have to say that, but I think you really need to hear it, okay? Hey, it's okay to cry. I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to do so. Sometimes you really just need to let it out, and I'm here to make sure you can. No, why are you worried about that? Of course you're enough for me, silly. I know that if I'm ever down, you'd do the same for me. Well, you're right. Perhaps you just try to make silly faces till I cheer up. But as long as I do cheer up, it's all good, yeah? Don't worry, I'm very happy being with you, through the good times and the bad. Okay, now, you go sit over there. I'll make you some warm soy milk. I'll add a bit of honey, too, but just a little, since I know you don't like overly sweet beverages. Just remember my words, okay? I'll repeat them one more time. When you feel upset about these things, remember someone else feels hurt and they're putting their hurt on you. You shouldn't let them get to you. You're not what you eat or what you weigh. Remember this when you feel upset, alright? Good. I love you, Kaze. I love you for you.